Hi, it's Molly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here as we're going to now dive into some more particulars about your natal Venus sign and what she is showing and revealing to you in this lifetime with her energy signature. So you want to identify your natal Venus by astrological sign and house placement, as this is where she's alive. This is where she exists in your energy field. She wants to be seen, valued, loved, appreciated. Venus is the energy of feeling confident in who you are, feeling confident in your appearance, how you show up in the world, as well as how you show more of who you are to others. We know that Venus is often about things related to our self-worth. So that includes our personal sense of self-value, what we really love and accept about ourselves, what we're learning to love and accept about ourselves even more. Venus is associated with your first experiences of being seen, of really having someone see who you are, what you're about, not only your physical appearance, but see your gifts, see who you are at a deeper level, and then how you receive energy in that manner. So we're about receiving energy and giving energy, right? Like we have this exchange going on, but your natal Venus is connecting you with how you receive. If you feel worthy of receiving, if you trust others to give to you just as you give to them, it brings up these exchanges that are ultimately energetic exchanges and show us more of the people in our lives that we have a connection to or relationship with, because there is that easier exchange. There's something happening between both energies that's working, and Venus can reveal what's not working. In other words, what doesn't feel good, where you're not feeling valued, where you're not feeling seen, and there could be things that are off there in those energetic exchanges. So this is just one theme with your natal Venus, but it's important to note that in your natal chart, she is a guide. She is a relationship guide. She is opening you up to loving yourself. What does that even mean? And you might look back on previous times in your life when certain relationships were underway, or you were in certain friendships, maybe even connections with your siblings, and you can evaluate, did that feel good? Was I seen? Was I valued? Was that an equal exchange? And so Venus shows you your own relationship growth, what you're here to elevate in your life, what you're here to awaken to even more within yourself. And ultimately, she wants to help you along that journey. And so the more conscious we become of our natal Venus energy, the more aware we are of patterns, relationship patterns, unconscious patterns, or perhaps now conscious patterns, where again, you can have that contrast of this was something that was important to me, this felt loving, this felt kind, this was a good friendship or a good connection. And then you can have on the other side the things that fell apart, that didn't work, that didn't connect. And that information can be very valuable in terms of what you're learning through the Venus evolution in yourself and in your chart. So Venus is connected to feminine energies, divine feminine energies. And those are unlimited in terms of the archetypes, the energies we think of, what that means to you. The divine feminine energies are about connecting to that higher understanding of your heart, of what you need, of love, compassion, other things that really support how you show up in the world, as I said, but also what it means to be you and fully accept yourself. And that's a big ongoing life theme. And Venus in your chart is your guide in highlighting these energies for you, being more aware of people you call in to your heart or call in to your life, people that you are naturally drawn to, and really looking at, is this healthy? Is this good for me? Is this good for my heart? Is this good for who I am? Does this relationship feel like it's really solid, authentic, concrete. Your natal Venus has these inquiries for you to be aware of. And she is trusting you to honor what she needs in relationships. Now, all relationships essentially begin with our primary relationship to ourselves. And so your natal Venus is showing your basically like your starting point of where you're loving and accepting yourself, and then how you co-create other energies and experiences outside of yourself based on that foundational energy. And that foundational energy is your self-worth, like what you know you're good at, why you're a valuable human being, what you do that's special, that's different, that's you. This is also the energy of really deep, true self-acceptance that is easy to practice on the good days, but could be a little bit harder to practice when we're feeling bruised, we're feeling that things have been challenging, when we're not feeling we're at our best. Your Venus still wants you to love and accept yourself. She still wants you to understand that you're still lovable, even when we're on this big human ride. We have our ups and our downs, our back and our forth. Things get, messy, complicated, uncertain. We have our bad days. Venus is always there to remind you of your worth, of your value, of the fact that you're loved just for showing up. So when you get into more of your natal Venus energy, you're going to start to see certain themes and patterns related to how she's shown up for you. And you could see this as an ongoing consciousness evolution between when you were younger, right? And the things you were drawn to or attracted to, the things that you wanted to experience, what you found attractive, what you found beautiful or handsome. It's kind of this unconscious primal thing we have at times where you're just drawn to certain things, certain people, certain things that just lift you up. And Venus holds that for you. But as you move through your life, she's elevating your consciousness and she's showing you more of what she needs now, because just as you change, shift, and grow, so does she. And I talk about all this more in my new book, Awakening Astrology. And I know I've been doing a series of videos for you on this topic, but it's to help you understand more of who you are as you awaken to more of your own potentials, more of your own energies, more of what you're here to experience in this lifetime. Venus can also reveal, as part of your self-worth, how you receive, how you digest and take in compliments, energies, other things from other people. Does it feel good for you or not? And this is how you become clearer on what you need in those connections, what you need in those relationships, what you need in friendships. Because Venus is also about the female energies in your life. And those are the feminine energies that we seek out or look to. And this can apply to your siblings, sisters, friends, girlfriends, spouses, lovers, partners, the whole spectrum of roles that people have in our lives. You could look at how it connects to your Venus and if it's true for you, because you could see too that as your own personal needs develop and grow, there's things that fall away, right? There's relationship changes we go through. There's friendship changes we go through. There's things that shift because there's no longer an energetic connection. And that could be because you are raising your self-worth, like you're elevating what you require, what you need, what you want to experience in those particular friendships or dynamics. So understanding more of who you are at this level can connect you with, again, what feels good for you, what you enjoy. Venus ultimately wants joy and harmony. She wants us to feel good about ourselves, good about our lives. And so what can you tap into that activates that energy for you even more? It awakens to more of what you enjoyed, again, maybe when you were younger, maybe when you were more of a free spirit. Venus is certainly about our creativity, our artistic nature, what we seek out that gives us life or that feels good because we simply enjoy it. And so there could be things here that she is either directing you to or steering you towards that's really good for you to enjoy, how to enjoy life, right? It's about the harmony, the peace, the pleasures of life, and how we can make the most of those. So this Venus is a very important guide for you. And as I mentioned, I feel like her energy tends to shift the more that we raise our consciousness. Also, the more that we go through in relationships, the more that you experience in all kinds of relationships, the more things could become clearer to you around what you need or what Venus needs that really works for her, and then what really does not work for her. So she holds very important consciousness in you and in your astrology chart around these bigger themes. Now, she's also about the relationships we have with everything. So not just relationships with people, not just relationships with ourselves, but relationships with money, relationships with what we value, what's important to us. It's basically how you relate to everything around you. So this could be good to look at and understand. Again, to look at some things that maybe you didn't realize about your own habits or patterns that this Venus is showing you and helping you evolve. She wants to help you evolve. She wants you to have better friendships, better relationships. She wants you to enjoy life even more. So this is where you could look at some things in your life that are not working for you and then go into, well, maybe I need to add more of this in, or maybe this isn't really what connects to my heart anymore. And Venus wants you to honor that. Now, this is energy, again, it's very creative. So it's almost like wherever you're at energetically, you create from that space. You create your life, your friendships, you create things in your world that you enjoy. And this is a powerful energy signature of Venus, which brings you into, what do I want to create that feels good for me, that is true for me, and is also more revealing of who I truly am. And this is an energy, again, that you can look back on things you used to enjoy when you were younger, or certain forms of creativity that call to you, or certain expressions that you just want to have alive in your life. So when you have a strong Venus energy, either by natal astrology chart or transiting Venus energies, it's going to call forth more of these themes. It's going to have you assess them, be clear in what you need, what works for you, what doesn't, and then go from there to create even more that you value, you cherish, you enjoy, you want. So this is a beautiful archetypal energy to be familiar with in yourself, and also know that it's very alive. You know, it's a very alive energy that you can work with and play with. And then it could show you even more of what is important to you, what you love, what you need, what you value. So Venus is a wonderful part of your astrology chart to get to know. I think even at a more practical level, it's a good astrological sign to understand, especially by house placement, because it's where you can go after a hard day. Your Venus will be waiting there for you to make something better, to ease over the stress, to help you out. So Venus wants to improve your life, and it could be, again, like if you're going through a hard day or a rough patch, turn to Venus. Access her energy, her creativity, what she's about, and that could help you understand more of what you need, especially when your energy level is lower. So another way to understand more of your astrology chart is through these personal planets. Again, that's what I've been discussing in these videos, as well as in my new book, Awakening Astrology. And I hope it just helps you understand more of you, because these energies can be so different. Your Venus sign could be very different than your moon, or it could be very different than your Mars. And that could explain some things, right? That could explain more of why certain things are occurring for you in one way, or why some things keep showing up in another way. So it helps to pinpoint more areas of your life by knowing these exact energy signatures of every personal planet. So I hope this has given you some good things to be aware of and to think about. as well as perhaps reveal even more of who you are and what you're ready to create next. Because there's always new potentials to work with, and your Venus holds a lot of that information and those answers for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I will be back here with another video on YouTube very soon. I appreciate your shares, likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. It is a joy to keep moving along this astrology journey with you. I'll see you back here really soon.